Smarties, welcome back. It's Dr. Robinson, super teacher, ready for another adventure. We're going to do this a little bit different. I like to mix it up. So, let's read the board. Yesterday was Thursday. Today was Saturday. Tomorrow was Saturday. Wait, what? Yesterday was Thursday. Today was Saturday. Tomorrow was Saturday? Well, yesterday wasn't Thursday. What was yesterday? Friday. It was the last day of the work week or the school week, although we weren't actually at the school building. But it was Friday. So is that correct or incorrect? It's kind of not right. That's the right spelling and word for a day of the week, but it wasn't what yesterday was. And I want you to look too. This is called daily oral language. If you look at my sentence, something is wrong. Pull up your pants, put on your belt, dun dun dun! Something is wrong. Did you catch it? Right out of the block, something is wrong. Big capital letter at the beginning of a complete sentence. And there isn't one. So even though that's the correct letter, it's not the correct form. Form is the size of the letter, whether it's big or little, capital or lowercase. So I'm just going to use my fingers. And I'm going to make it a capital Y. Slant down right, slant down left, pull straight down. Yesterday, there's a space, was, there's a space, but it wasn't Thursday. So I need to get my magic eraser and I need to make it disappear. Wasn't Thursday. Boy, did you see that too? Did you see the punctuation? It was like a question mark. There, it's back. Yesterday was Thursday? Yeah, our question is answered by no. It was Friday. Bye-bye question mark. So I even had the wrong end punctuation. Silly stopping mark. Let me call face space. Hi, face space. This is Grace, my face space. Tomorrow we use Ace, but today it's Grace. Yesterday was Friday. Like the sound of a fish. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday follows them. Thursday, Friday, ding, ding, ding. Saturday, the week comes to an end. So yesterday was Friday. Capital letter because it's a proper noun, name of the day of the week. Grace is going to hold a place. Capital F, it's a straight line down, line across at the top, line across at the middle. R, starting point in the middle, pull straight down, go back up, curve around right to the stopping place. I, like me, but not a proper noun, because then it'd have to be capitalized. And I never sit in the middle of a word. I does, but not me. I. Me, I. Okay. Starting point in the middle, pull straight down, dot directly above, and you know the end. Come on, chunky monkeys. Day. D-A-Y. Now remember, D is very, very glad, and he will always face his dad. I love looking at you. Down, up, and around. So he's looking at his dad. Oh, yes. He lives at the end of the bed. There's D. B, D. That's another mnemonic, a little trick for your brain. Friday. D, A, Y. Now we need a stopping mark, but we're not asking a question. We don't want to know what the day is. We already know what the day, or was. We already know what the day was. It was Friday. So, put a stop mark. A period. Just a telling sentence. It's declarative. Now let's read the next one. Today was Saturday. Well, Saturday does follow Friday, so that's correct, but was is past tense. That means it's already happened, and Saturday's happening right now. So that's not how we should talk. I suppose some people do, but that's not how we should talk. So it shouldn't say was. It should say today in the present. It is. That's right. Is. And what's funny is using using a different sound of I than I in Friday. So I'm going to make was disappear. Bye-bye S, bye-bye A, bye-bye W. You are the weakest word. Goodbye. But now we have a blank space. Need to fill it in. Today is is. Sounds like a Z, but it's still or S. Starting point up, curve around left, slanting down right, curve up around left to the stopping place. Now this is an awful lot of space, but I'm not going to change it on this word. Today is Saturday. What? I didn't say today is Saturday! Then I would kind of need that punctuation mark. I'd also probably need some psychological help. I might need it next Saturday. Come back. We'll see. So it's not an exclamation point because you're saying it with strong feeling. There's not enough in this sentence. If I put today is crazy Saturday, then maybe. Today is lovely Saturday, maybe. But I'm not using any descriptors. I'm just making a statement. Today is Saturday. So I'm going to put a stop mark of a period. Exactly the same. And I'm going to make my arrow go down. Now this is going to be tricky because our pattern is going to be confusing today. I'm at the end. What do I do? Oh, I have to go back to the beginning. So I'm going to need to make an arrow that goes all the way up. Not any room on this side, so I'm going to come down here and go, whoop. Wow, now we're on tomorrow, which looks like way far away in the future. Almost looks like it's in the past, but it's really here because Sunday actually repeats. Sunday, and it goes down to the next one. Then Monday will come after that. See? All right, tomorrow. Hey, something is wrong again. These lowercase baby letters trying to get at the beginning of a sentence. Don't they understand? You never cross the street without a don't going first. Sheesh. And you know, when we write on lined paper, it is just like a street. You don't step out in the street if you're a little person. You let the big people go first. Okay, capital T. Just like the T from today. Pull straight down and across right at the top. Tomorrow was Saturday. Wait. Today is Saturday. So how's tomorrow was Saturday? Tomorrow was not Saturday. It's not even here yet. Tomorrow, so tricky. It's actually two words. Tomorrow, I feel ill. Will. Tomorrow will, and there's actually going to be two letters, but they're only making one sound. Will. So I'm going to make a longer line. W, space, I, L, space, B, B. Tomorrow will be Saturday. No, it won't. I already used Saturday. Oh, I gotta make that go away too. Tomorrow will be Sunday. Sun, like it has the sun in it. Sunday. Capital S. U. N. Day. D-A-Y. And it's just a telling sentence too. So I'm going to make my road go away. I'm going to make my D go away. And let's read yesterday's date, and then we're going to change it to today. 3-20-19. Wait, what? It was not 3-20-19. We were not stuck at home on 3-20-19. There was no pandemic. Oh my goodness. Something is so confusing here. Okay, it's still March. 3 is correct. 20 was yesterday. Because I remember we said 2020. Because that sounded funny. 2020. The 19 is what is wrong. Oh my gosh. Bye-bye, 19. I'm going to do a little number line so I can see the numbers. Because it's a little bit tricky. So, 19. I put a 1 in the tens place. I put a 9 in the ones place. Remember, after that, we said 9 is the last digit in the count sequence, so we have to go back to the smallest one, which is 0, and then we have to make the 1 go up to the next higher one, which is a 2. So this is going to go down to 0. And then we're going to put them together. So I put a 2 in the tens place. I put a 0 in the ones place. 20. So 19, so the next in the count sequence is 20. So now we're changing our pattern. 1 and a 9, 2 and a 0. What would come next in the count sequence? In a pattern, 2 and a 0. What comes next in the count sequence after 0? Yeah, the digit of 1, number 1 if we're in that line, but we're in the 20s, in the decade of the 20s, so we have to put a 2 and a 1. And then a 2 and a 2. And then a 2 and a 3. And I'm kind of out of room. But this is called a number line. So number line, number line. I can use a number line. Counting forward, counting back. I can add, put together, and subtract. I can use a number line. And I'm going to put a little dot for each spot. Remember we said there are numbers, not whole numbers, but there's numbers, fractions, pieces of numbers in between these numbers. So we have to leave space on that line for them. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So if yesterday was the 20th, are we putting one more day into our year or taking another day away from our year? Kind of we're doing both, right? But we're coming to the next day. So it was 19, 20. We're going to add one more, so we have to go one more date up. One more number up. So we're going to start on 20, go up, over 1, and come down. 20 plus 1 equals 21. Let me try it vertically. This is addition, so tricky. 2 in the tens place, 0 in the ones place, and I'm going to add, that means put another one with it. So there's a 1. I'm going to line them up. It's called the standard algorithm. 0 and 1. So if I have 1 and I don't put any with it, and I don't take any away from it, how many do I have? I still only have 1. So any number plus 0 is that number. Any number times 0, 0. How many times? 1 times 0. If 1 is not any times, it's 0. But 0 plus 1, I had 1. I still have 1. Didn't take any away. Didn't add any with it. So it's a 1. And then I'm going to take this one, and look, there's nothing here, so it's implied. That means we can infer, we can deduce, we can reason that if we don't see anything, what's holding the place is the empty set, and what represents the empty set is the digit of 0. He's our hero. She's our hero. 2 plus 0 is, remember, any number plus 0 equals that number. We didn't add any to it, we didn't take any from it, so we still have just that many. So 21. So I'm going to take all this away. Bye-bye. I love math. Don't you love math? It's so amazing. I don't want to change the year. Can't do that for a couple more months. I'm going to change the day. So 3-21. I put a 2 in the tens place. I put a 1 in the ones place. A straight line down is fun. That's 1. 3-21-20. Now we're going to write it numerically. Well, we already wrote it numerically, so we don't have to do that again, but we can write it using words this time. So I'm going to come down and leave myself a little space for a picture. This time I'm going to write my words right here. So I'm going to start on the left. I'm going to go from left to right, then I'm going to sweep back. So I want to copy one of these sentences, but I want it to represent what today is. Today. Yes. Oh, that's a Y, so it can't be today. There's a 2. No, that's tomorrow. I don't want that one. Today, that's today. So today is Saturday. 3 parts or 3 syllables. That's the Harvard word, the fancy word, the big word. It is a big word. It's a big deal. So you sound so intelligent when you use those big words. Okay, so let's copy it because we don't even have to put it in our brain in the capacity of thinking about how to sound it out because we can look up and see it. So we see today. We know it's capital at the beginning. We know it's a compound word. 2 little words get together and make a big word. Today. We know this is a complete sentence, so we have to add a space. There has to be space between the words, like families. Remember, social distancing. These words need to be socially distanced from each other for safety's sake. Otherwise, we might read them as one big word. That would not be a good thing. Some things you share. Some things you should not share. This is a no-share zone. Today is, and this is a high-frequency word, is, another face space, more social distancing. Saturday. Saturday. Can I make it a lowercase? Sat. Well, if it was the word sat, maybe, but it's Saturday, so it has to be capital. I would not be happy if you did not capitalize my name. You know, your name is the most important thing about how people will know you, by your name, so it should be capitalized. You're very, very important. That was your parents' first gift to you, your name. Everything else is their gift to you now. Saturday. Sat-A-T. Remember, this is the of turkey. You-are, and I'm going to draw my little turkey there just so my brain remembers. This is his special sound. Day. I know that chunk. Now, I kind of wanted to write a sentence about today. My family worked in the garage, so we cleaned the garage. I should start with my thumb. We cleaned the garage. Oh, it's 4. We cleaned the garage. We. Remember, there's space in between each of my fingers, so there's got to be space in between each of my words. We. Let me touch the board where those words are going to go. And I don't want to start here. I want to start over here. Even though there's room for we, I want this to be a separate sentence. We cleaned the garage. I think I have the space where it's going to go. We. I'm going to put that on my listening arm. We. I start at my hand because it's far away from me, and I'm pulling it up out of the air because I spoke it, and I'm going to grab it back. We. I got to get that word back. We. So I start down here. We cleaned the garage. Now I'm going to put it in my head. We cleaned the garage. It's going to go out my ear, through my head. I'm going to hear it in my head again. I'm hearing it in my head, my inner ear. And now it's going to go down my arm and onto the board. So we clean the garage in my head, inner ear. We clean the garage down my hand, onto the board. We. I'm going to break off that first part. We. W-E, w-E, w-E. There's 2 sounds. So I know there has to be at least 2 letters. We. And I know it's the beginning of a complete sentence, so it has to be capital. W. That's a W. E. It's saying its name. I got that. Face space. Clean. Oh, that's a really big word. K-O-E-N-D. There's 5 sounds, but there's actually going to be more letters, so I'm going to have to be really careful and use what I already know. Now, if I didn't know anything more than the sounds of the letters and what I heard, that would be fine. If I'm learning how to write, it's okay to write what I hear. And if I only wrote what I heard, this is what I hear. K-O-E-N-D. 5 sounds. So, cleaned, I would write it like k. Could be a K or a C, but I've seen it before, so I'm going to put a C, a face space and a C. Oh, like a lion. Oh, yeah. E, like eagle. E. Oh, and I did that for we, so I already know that one. Clean, like my nose. Clean, d. Punch the ending sound. D. Oh, that's like dog. D. Oh, and we did that. Remember we did that for Friday, and he faces his dad, so I know that one. Cleaned. Now that's all the letters that I hear, but because this isn't how you see it in a book, when you put it on your page, later you'll want to do what's called edit, where you make it perfect like you read it in a book. So we want to make it just like we read it in a book. So what that would look like is this. C-L-E. Now, it could either have another E next to it or another vowel, and it's actually going to be an A. Clean. Now my N. And D doesn't sit at the end alone. It has another letter with it. Cleaned. You don't really hear it, but it's an ED. We cleaned. Now this is a high frequency word. The. So I'm going to put a face space. T-H-E. Face space. Garage. I'm going to put that on my listening arm again. Garage. Ch. It's going to come out my hand. G. Well, that's like guitar. G. That's a G, and I know it's a basement letter, so it goes down into the basement. Looks like an A until it goes down into the basement. Has a little tail. Hooks up and around. G. Like around. Like rabbit. Like awful or awesome. A. Garage. Oh, this is kind of weird. Only because I've seen it, I know it's going to be a G, but I would have a really hard time because it kind of sounds like a digraph and I wouldn't know how to make it maybe an S and an H. But it's actually just another G. Garage. Some people say garage. Then it would look like a J. Garage. And so what I'm going to do is put one more letter in, and that's a vowel at the end. And then I'm going to put a stopping mark. So let's read it. We cleaned the garage. It was very, very dirty. Very dirty because we worked on our back room and there was dust everywhere. And what we're trying to do is build a workout room for Brecken. So he is going to have this punching bag and he's going to pow, pow, pow. So here's Brecken. Pow, pow. Pow, pow. And here he is. Pow, pow. Looks like he is. That's his nose. Garage. So this is Brecken in the garage on this punching bag. Here's all of our racks with stuff. We had to take the bikes out. Bikes are hard to draw. Oh, I did pretty good. Okay. And this is me working. Ugh, I'm tired. Putting stuff away. Oh, I wish I didn't have so much stuff. Oh, I'm so tired. Boxes and dirt. Ugh. 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 But it'll be nice when it's done. So there's our picture. I should probably label it. This is a bike. B. I. K. B. B. I. K. Now I have to make the I long and strong and say its name, so I need one more letter here at the end. It's going to be an E, and it's going to go silent and give all of its power over to the I. Here's Brecken. Regan didn't feel good, so he was inside sleeping. Brecken. This is me. M-E. This is stuff. Now it looks like just one F. Oh, you can't see it. Looks like just one F, but really there's two. It's a twin. There's a twin next to him. His identical twin is next to him. I'm going to add another F. And I'm labeling, and I got my sentence, and there's our boxing bag, and that was a really fun day. So let's read one more time before we go away. Yesterday was Friday. Today is Saturday. Tomorrow will be Sunday. 3-21-20. Or, remember the little magic OR, which means instead of. Today is Saturday. We clean the garage. Here's Brecken, here's me, here's stuff, and a bike. And I didn't put the date today, even though it's March the 21st, 2020. I left that off because I don't have a lot of room on my board today. And I wanted to mix it up, do it a little bit different. So I hope you had a great Saturday, and I will see you again on another day. Until then, catch love for later, and here's a whole lot of pride. Put it inside. Super Teacher out.